Hello everyone, it's Rose, Get Good Funks, and welcome back to Project Lazarus. So, since we've beaten a level on each map, it's now time to play as the hyper modes, which are the super juiced up versions. I think they're a lot more fun, but of course, it's like basically like you have no chance if you haven't built your guys up. So we're going to be playing as Titus. His ability is Speedster, gains increased speed every time he levels up. Seems pretty cool. So let's start with the Hyper Grasslasnd. Now, since this is the first time I've seriously played the mech, I have jumped in just to kind of see what weapons he has available so I can prepare my build. But this is the first time I'm seriously playing with him, and his starting weapon is the pulse rifle. Pulse rifle is an interesting weapon. It shoots kind of slowly. Okay, so, let's talk about Titus's hardpoints. Titus has 2 primary slots, so those are the arm weapons, 2 secondary slots, those are the side weapons, 2 dreadnought slots, those are the back-mounted weapons, which seems a little underwhelming, but then it has 5 expansion slots. Expansions are basically the body slots, and so yeah, I've got 5 of them prepared. I've gone for a full speed, full DPS build, so let's go ahead and start with the AI core, which gives us critical hit chance per level. In it goes. And yeah, so the pulse rifle, this is going to be my first time really using the pulse rifle, and it starts out shooting just 1 of these pulses, but once you get it going, what you're going to find is, oh, there we go, 2 pulse rifles. Awesome. So a pulse rifle shoots a sphere of pulse through enemies. So I believe this has infinite penetration, which is pretty handy. Enemies can get pretty thick. Yeah, obviously you don't have a continuous barrage, but at the same time, the reloading, it could be worse. Like I've definitely seen worse reloads on a weapon before. Let's just keep leveling up. Although, you know what? I'm gonna use my rerolls. I forgot, that was the plan. We're gonna use our rerolls. Yeah, so the pulse rifle starts out by shooting only once, but as you upgrade it, you can basically fire like a barrage, so you can kind of like fan it like that. And on hyper mode, you can probably already tell there's a lot more enemies than there is on the normal, and it doesn't take very long for this to kick up. Yeah, let's go for the gravity retractor. Helps us level up quicker. Definitely take it. The reason I like hyper mode is because it gets to the point faster. You know, like I like it when games are just like, yeah, just throw them in there. Who knows what's gonna happen? It could be good, it could be bad, but okay, let's reroll. There we go, the reactor, that is another one I'm gonna be using. So reactor, we haven't used that before. That gives us an increase in fire rate by 5%. I hear it's kind of a double-edged pick, to be honest, in the sense that, you know, the faster you fire, the more you gotta reload. Here's the straight up damage mod, we'll take it. And yeah, I could see that. I could see, like, you know, like the more you shoot, the more you gotta reload. That could be a problem. Let's just keep re-rolling. Let's try to get our build done. Oh, pneumatics, there we go. So I'm like, speedy boy, let's go even faster. I wonder how fast we can go. I wonder if that's even gonna matter as well, considering that the enemy could become like so dense in numbers that it's like, well, what good is speed if they're just gonna like own you? I think I am going with the lasers. Now, why am I going with the lasers? Because they are, oh, I skipped. Oops, wrong button. Oh well. I'm sure we'll be fine. Speedy boy. I'll take it. Oh, I'm supposed to be re-rolling. I derped. I wish there was a little more feedback on the timing of the pulse rifle, because like sometimes I get the fanning incorrect. Right through them. Those guys always drop green, which is great. Oh, so here is our back weapon that we're going to be using, the Tesla Coil. Tesla Coil is going to upgrade into, here, I'll show you what it does. You get close enough to them and it'll start zip-zapping these bugs I guess like a bug zapper. There we go. Oh yes, I love the fanning shot. The fanning shot is pretty satisfying. Let's re-roll. Reroll. Okay, good. Let's take our laser upgrade. Now, I chose lasers because I knew that the pulse laser was going to be a kind of slower firing weapon. And I was like, you know what I need then? Let's get the other Tesla coil. Very nice. And so to compensate for it, what I need is a faster firing weapon. And that's exactly what the laser is going to provide. Okay, here's the other. Okay, our build is complete. Okay, now we do not have to worry about our build derping out. And what I'm going to do now is use my remaining rerolls to focus on getting the important stuff leveled up. Mainly the Dreadnought weapons. I definitely want Dreadnought upgrades and, you know, probably stuff like, I'm gonna use the rerolls on our Dreadnought upgrades. I think that's a pretty good idea. Get those maxed out as quickly as possible. Actually, Gravity Reactor. More EXP is also good. It kind of works us to the same thing. The EXP is like everywhere. It's so hard to collect it all. I mean, without a, you know, without something like the crystal magnet. Oh, we just found ourselves a. Oh, perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're back on the grassland, so now we're back in like the land of like goofy music. I have 99 health. Did I get scratched? Okay, I must have gotten scratched at some point in time. I'm just finding a bunch of random stuff. Oh, this is my jam. That intense combat music. Wait, I see a bunch of them just trapped over there. Let's go for a reroll. We're trying to get the Tesla coil, or this. This is fine too. Tesla coil or gravity retractor. Yeah, look at them. They're all just like trapped there. I mean, I'm happy to take all your crystals. Okay, here we go. Tesla coil. We want to make sure, as usual, the reason we want to make sure we max out our Dreadnought weapons is because those evolve. And those are going to make a big difference. We want to get them up as soon as possible. Now, the Tesla coil was apparently buffed and then nerfed, surprisingly. And from what I understand, the buff, it only applies to its evolution. And what is the buff on it? Well, it apparently it absorbs armor. Once you upgrade it, the Tesla bolts will start to drain armor from enemies and restore your armor, which that sounds really good to me. I don't know how good it is, but it sounds good. Emphasis that it sounds good. I kind of just want to max some of these like lasers out. I just like watching them bounce all over the place. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, these are probably the least badass lasers I have ever seen in a game. But I love them still. And it's because to me, it just feels like I'm shooting rubber lasers. I know that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, how could lasers be rubber? But it's like, that's just how it feels. And it's such a weird feeling. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Like, one thing I'll say about this game, it's very quirky. It's got some really weird music. And it's like, I still don't think the music is very appropriate. But it's kind of growing on. Oh, especially like this is the map that has the like. I can't wait to hear that song. That song is so weird. I mean, maybe I should just wander around the map or something. Let's upgrade our weapons again. I mean, so far, pulse rifle seems pretty decent. I mean, one of the big questions about the firing rate, you know, like we're gonna see how it works, but obviously the faster you fire, the more damage you do. But you know, it does have some downsides. It means you got to reload more often, and you know. So I don't know if it's strictly a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, let's get the. I probably should just work on the damage, the overall, because that benefits every single weapon. Speedy boy. Oh, that's right. We go faster every time we level up. Like, are we gonna be like, how fast are we gonna be, I wonder? Oh, I think that's a bonus level down there. Yeah, that's an immediate level up. Awesome. I don't know. Let's do fire rate. Yeah, let's level up our fire rate. Like, is it? I don't know. That could be a terrible idea. I guess we'll find out. Med kit. Yeah, well, I really love some Cavarium, I'm just saying. Like, I feel like we're doing pretty good on some of these things already. So I believe the critical hits are, the orange numbers. If you pay attention to my damage numbers when I'm hitting enemies, I believe that the critical hits are the orange numbers. Pulse lasers. I mean, if this just does, like, killer damage, like, maybe I'll just be able to clear enemies. That is a possibility. Oh, this is it. This is my jam. Okay, finally we get another Tesla coil. Like, I might be quiet just to, like, hear this music once it gets going. Because it's such a silly song. Okay, here we go. Another Tesla coil. So another reason why I like the lasers, notice how the lasers, because they're bouncy, they actually sneak through them. And that's one of the things I really like to do. I just want to, like, oh, here we go. Okay, that's enough. You know what? I'm actually owning these guys. That's crazy. And as you can, like I said, the lasers are gonna sneak past all those guys, like the bouncy guy. The bouncy lasers are just gonna sneak past them. Here we go. Okay, so our first Tesla coil is gonna be ready to evolve. We just have to get the evolution now. Like, is this secretly awesome? Like, is this, like, random build I created secretly awesome? I mean, we'll know when we... Okay, there it is. The Thor evolution. Now, fortunately, I'm super fast, so, I mean, it's not... I kind of want these green gems, actually. Let me grab these green gems. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna mow you down with all my lasers. Oh, we're also upgrading the other Tesla coil. Very awesome. All right, let's enough shenanigans. I'm just gonna fan my shots like this because, like, this is my blind spot, as I said. I don't know, like, if I'm running into an enemy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Here we go. I mean, this is still very early in the game, so I can't really say whether or not this is, like, a super good idea and I just didn't even know it. Okay, so the Thor has been upgraded. As you can see, it's huge. Now look at my armor. My armor is going up right now, and it's also greatly increased in its fire rate. And so one thing to note is that this mech is, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It is a speedy mech, so it doesn't have a very high armor capacity. This is crazy. I could just, like, easily kill enemies from behind there. It's not even a thing. I gotta see what happens when... like, the enemies get stronger. Like, this might actually be really good. Like I said, this is the random kind of trollish build I made. I mean, I didn't think that, like, rapid-fire lasers with critical hit would really amount to anything. Oh, because, well, like, you know, let me not speak too soon, then. Like I said, let me not speak too soon. Okay, so now we're approaching 10 minutes. You know, this is where the game will get a little more serious. Not a whole lot more serious, but a little more serious. Alright, Pulse Laser is now level 10 on one of them. I wonder if there's a visual difference on them. Not really. Although they look kind of wiggly. Were they always a little wiggly? Like, you know, like energy sperms or something? I don't know. What we need to see is how well this build does against tankier enemies. Maybe critical hit is the secret sauce. Wow, that's doing 1,000 damage. Look at that, 1,000 damage critical hits. Holy crap. Maybe this mech is actually really awesome. Maybe body upgrades like I think they're called expansions. Yeah, the body upgrades are called expansions. Maybe expansions are actually super good. Let's get the other pulse rifle maxed out. Okay, so we have maxed out everything except the other Thor, or the other Tesla coil hasn't upgraded into Thor yet. There's so many gems everywhere. I'm never going to collect all these, even with a maxed out speed. Okay, damage, raw damage is maxed out, but we can still go better. We can still upgrade other things, such as, fire rate. We can upgrade fire damage and critical hits. There it is. The other Thor upgrade is here. So yeah, I was going to talk about the nerfs and whatnot. So apparently the Thor, okay, we'll call it the Tesla coil. So the Tesla coil was buffed. And the buff is that the Thor system would generate armor when you shot enemies. That was the buff. So apparently it didn't do that originally. And I remember that because I have used Thor when I was just playing off screen just to try out all the stuff. And so that was the buff. But then apparently it got nerfed afterwards. And why did it get nerfed? I guess it was too good. And what they did is I think they toned down the damage. I don't know how they toned down the damage. I don't know if that was because I don't know if they toned down the fire rate or it just does less damage. But it got nerfed. Like, there was a reduction. I want to get my fire rate maxed out. I just want to see what it looks like. It could be a terrible idea. I mean, it seems like a good idea with the Thor, in the sense that the faster we shoot, the more armor we can generate. Okay, so we just maxed out the reactor. That means we are at our maximum fire rate. Which, like I said, it could be good, but it could also be bad. It does mean more damage, but it also means more reloading. Maybe that's not a problem, though. I don't know. Maybe it's not a problem, maybe it is. One thing I know is that these pulse lasers really plow through people. Okay, now we're gonna upgrade critical hit. I think that's the, yeah, once critical hit will be the last thing we need to upgrade. I mean, maybe we're actually gonna own these guys. Like, I don't actually know. One more level, and then we will have maxed out our build. And like I said, there's so many, and it's actually pretty easy to level up on hyper mode because the volume of enemies is increased, which means you just earn more money, or you earn more EXP, and it all feeds into each other because the more enemies, you get 1 Cavarium per enemy that you kill. So now we have the maximum critical hit, the maximum. We got the can I see my stats from here? Let me see if we can see what our stats are. No. I wish we could get like a readout on our mech stats. Because I know that the mechs have different base stats. Like, I believe this mech just has naturally higher critical hit as well. Cavarium? Like I said, maybe this is actually awesome. Like, maybe critical hit is the way to go. I do feel like the fire rate is working on the, I think with the way the fire rate affects the pulse laser is I think it affects the charge up time. Oh, yes. You know what this reminds me of? Once again, I hate to make comparisons. I don't hate to make. No, I'm not gonna. I take that back. I don't mind making comparisons to other games, just because I think it's a useful. It's useful for a visual aid. Like the pulse lasers are reminding me of Hellfire in. Brain fart. In Vampire Survivors. And because basically what I mean by that is one of the things that Hellfire is really nice about is that because it penetrates enemies infinitely, if you need to punch a hole through the enemies, what you can do is follow the Hellfires, which is awesome. Oh, good, a crystal magnet, finally. Oh god, it's getting a little laggy. Holy crap! Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm absorbing all the EXP in the universe right now! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I have never absorbed so much EXP in a magnet before. Oh my god, it's probably because of this crazy pulse rifle, just like, who knows how far the bullets traveled before it's probably just killing people, who knows where it's killing people. That was crazy. That is the first time the game has ever lagged for me. It was kind of epic, though. You know what's funny is sometimes like a little bit of jankiness can actually be epic. But it was basically like, it made you feel like, oh my god, you were absorbing, I mean, it didn't make you, it just was. You were absorbing so much EXP that, like, the game can't handle the amount of EXP you're absorbing. That was awesome. I mean, overall, like, I think I like it. You know, one thing that I would like is if I could just kind of have it default to, I wish there was an option where if your health and armor is full, just pick Cavarium. Yeah, just pick Cavarium if your health and armor is full. Oh, these guys are gonna try to do some shenanigans. But my rapid-fire machine gun lasers are gonna get them. I mean, I can't believe we can just shoot these guys normally. Look, I can just own these guys normally. That's crazy. I mean, is Thor the new meta? I have no idea. I mean, I know that Cosmic Guardian was nerfed. I like how, look, it even goes through, like, the rocks. That's good to know. So, like, there are, I guess there's no terrain obstructions except maybe the end of the level that can stop it. This is actually working really well. I mean, like, we still have to test ourselves against, like, the final enemies, like the Murlocs and the boss. But right now, this is some pretty extreme firepower. Like, we have these guys on farm status. It won't be that long either. We're almost to the, like, Murloc phase. One thing I gotta say is, like, I don't really notice the you know, I'm supposed to be gaining extra speed per level. That I'm not really noticing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really notice that. I want to see the DPS at the end of the game. The end game DPS has got to be wild with the critical hit and the fire rate. I mean, look at the Thor system go. I mean, maybe Titus is the new meta. I thought Lazarus was going to be the meta. Maybe, I mean, like, I'll have to compare it. Like, because the thing is, like, don't forget that Lazarus would be able to have 4 of these. Now, Lazarus has the disadvantage that he only has 3 expansion slots, so 3 of the body upgrades. I have no idea, like, the critical hit, and even the fire rate definitely feel like, I think they are making a big difference. Yeah, more money, of course. Yeah, we're gonna also earn so much more money on, basically, if you're trying to farm the game, I think the best farm is going to be Hyper Desert, to be honest. And that's because the desert has a lot of just natural Cavarium pickups. I don't know why. I don't know why the desert has so much Cavarium. It just does. I mean, I'll have to compare. I mean, this mech would be really good at farming it, too, because of how fast it is. And, you know, you could scramble around the map and just find more of the pickups. Okay, in fact, speaking of the devil, I see a Cavarium pickup down there. But the other reason why Hyper is going to be better because you level up more, so more Cavarium from leveling up. But you also kill more enemies, and you know, you get 1 Cavarium per enemy that you kill. So, I mean, it's just going to be nuts. It's going to be nutty. It's going to be Cavarium for days. And then eventually, when you upgrade everything, then, you know, you'll be fine. You won't... All of the extra Cavarium... I guess you'll be future-proofed if there's more things to spend your Cavarium on in the future. Let me blast these, like, thick boy bugs. Oh my god, even the lasers can mow them down. I mean, I can't tell if it's the Thor assisting, but... I mean, 1,000... I mean, like, I haven't really paid attention to the damage numbers much, but, like, I don't know. In my opinion, 1,000 damage sounds like a lot. I can't... We got these guys on farm status. Like, it's not even a thing. Yeah, like, maybe Thor is, like, the new thing. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I'm just mowing these guys down like it's not. I am farming these guys like it's not even hyper mode. I'm very interested in seeing how it performs against the Murlocs. All of these guys who think they're just gonna leave the battlefield? Nuh-uh. Not gonna happen. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, you know, okay, let me put it this way. When I was thinking about how I start this episode, I was like, all right, boys, we're gonna be doing Hyper Grasslands. Like, that could be a problem. You know, this could be a short episode. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it. That's actually how I was considering starting this episode, but holy crap. Like, this is going up. I never would have expected this. This is going better than I ever would have imagined. More Cavarium. So we're up to about 6,000 bonus Cavarium, not even like the Cavarium we've earned from the enemies. We have killed 18,000 enemies according to our kill counter down below. If you're wondering where it is, it's down on the bottom right where my where my armor points are. Oh. Whoa, look at that. It didn't even matter. Look at that. The Thor is immediately, you know what happened was I did not notice that I was being encircled. But it doesn't matter. The Thor system has me back up. They're trying to pile up. Can I just like mow these guys down? No, they're gonna escape. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I just gonna like mow all of you down? The answer is yes. Let me make sure I don't run into more of these encircling guys. They're actually surprisingly easy to miss. Like, they are somewhat camouflaged, and it's just so easy to overlook them. Especially because okay, look at that, I just did it again. I didn't even want to do that on purpose. It wasn't even intentional. There we go. Okay, we are going to be facing the Murlocs now. I want to work my way towards that Cavarium pickup, but I also want the red gems. All right, let's see what you got, Murlocs. Oh my god, are we literally vaporizing these Murlocs? Are they literally not even a problem? Are we just going to vaporize this entire, like, run? These guys are literally dying like they're not even a thing. Oh my god. This is insane. Insane. Like, these Murlocs are just straight up getting owned. Now, you know, we still need to be worried about, like, if they could totally surround this, or at least I think we should be worried about it. That could be, maybe I'm wrong, maybe we're not worried about it. Okay, they're crowding in now. Oh my god, look how fast I get my armor back. We just owned those guys. And look how much money I'm raking in from these guys, too. I mean, the worst they can do to me is, like, try to encircle me, and then, you know, like, unleash the floodgates of, like, the elite Murlocs. But at the same time, I have so many ways to punch through them and defeat them on the other side of the encirclement. And the Thor system is like just constantly refilling my armor. Yeah, like I just got nicked there and I'm back to full armor. Like, this is great. In fact, maybe I should be pushing closer to them. Maybe I should be on the offense right now. Yeah, if I go on the offense, then I can just constantly have a path. I think even the machine guns might be owning them. Like the laser machine guns, the critical hits on the laser machine guns might be enough. You know what would be nice? Can I just hit spacebar? You know what'd be cool is, what if you could just hit spacebar as a way to, like, yeah, like what if I could just hit spacebar instead of having to click install? That would make things a lot quicker. I mean, like, let's be honest, I got these guys on farm status. Like, I need an optimized way to accept my money. Like, I'm tired of, like, I don't want to manually sign for my paychecks. I'm just saying. I'm just so, like, uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. They're starting to crowd on me. Oh, boy, it didn't even matter, though. And I'm back up to full armor again. What is this build? This build is wild. Oh, there we go. Now they're getting some hits on me. But I'm so fast. Is it even gonna... Oh my god, I just got a crystal magnet. I'm sorry, am I just too fast? It's so colorful. It's like a bunch of candy pieces. It's like a bunch of like hard candies, like you know, like sweet tart, not sweet tart specifically, but you know, something like just like various like sour candies. I'm like absorbing all the candy in the world. I don't even want to kill all the bosses yet. I want to farm the Murlocs until we run out of like, because they'll run out of bodies. And if they run out of body, you know, as long as they're not running out of bodies, I'm gonna get more red gems. The more red gems I get, the more Cavarium I'm gonna get. I'm going on the we're going on the offense. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm just like I'm spending more time clicking these. We're up to level 109. Wait, I need the red gems. I need them. Yeah, we are actually like just straight up going on the offense and farming these fools. We do have a little bit of health damage, so obviously they were able to get through my armor plating. I still don't think it really matters, though. I mean, I did pay for one revive. The energy shield revive, so, you know, maybe even that doesn't even matter. Maybe I'll just keep picking Cavarium. Oh my god, we're just gunning, look at it, we're just gunning them down in, like... We're gunning them down like they're normal enemies. Like, it's not even a thing. This is great. We're up to basically 13,000 Cavarium, bonus Cavarium. Not even just like the standard Cavarium that like you would be earning from killing these enemies. We've killed 24,000 enemies. More Cavarium. The Murlocs are still coming at us. Took a hit there, quickly getting all of my armor back. Trying to catch up to me, not gonna help. Oh yes. Now we're just gonna, you know, we're kind of gonna go in a circle. And by going in a circle, what's gonna happen is like, we'll basically be able to backtrack through all of the Cavarium, or all of the crystals that we missed. Oh yes. More EXP. Oh, I see a magnet. Okay, now that we know a magnet's on the field, I'm just gonna fight these guys until they run out of bodies. And then we'll pick up the magnet. Oh, we got one of the bosses. Uh-oh, we might have got all the bosses. Yeah, oh, we just like incidentally caused enough damage to him. Oh. Wow, that's crazy. A new high. Whoa, look at the damage. What in the world is that damage? Holy crap. Almost 4 million damage on the Thor. Pulse Rifle is doing as much damage as the normal evolved Dreadnought weapons with this build. That is insane. 26,000 enemies neutralized for a total of basically 40,000 Cavarium. Wow. This performed beyond my wildest dreams. Like, I had no, like I said, that was supposed to be a joke build. That was not supposed to be a serious thing. I just thought it would be funny, but it was absolutely insane. So good. I mean, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. That was a really strong showing. But yeah, until next time, like the video if it was entertaining, subscribe for future Project Lazarus content, and of course remember that you don't have to be good to get good.